Enemy bombers travel at hundreds of miles an hour. Every town is a target. Any town is a target. This is Nottingham.
MVQ, calling all patrol.
World War II was a global war lasted from 1939 to 1945. It involves the vast majority of the world countries, including the great powers forming two opposing military alliances, the Allies and the Axis. The Commonwealth of the Philippines was attacked by the Empire of Japan on 8 December 1941, 9 hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Here in the Philippines, Death March is the very crucial event happens during the World War II. The Bataan Death March was the forcible transfer by the Imperial Japanese. 60,000 to 80,000 American and Filipinos prisoners of war from Saysain Point, Bagak, Bataan, Norvels to Camp O'Donnell, Capas, Tarlac, via San Fernando, Pampanga, where the prisoners were loaded into trains. But there is one Filipino survived in that tragedy. Ramon Regalado was a Filipino soldier fighting alongside American during World War II when he was captured by Japanese troops in 1942. After he survived the brutal Bataan Death March and the war ended, he moved to San Francisco advocating for fellow war heroes. Regalado was born in 1917 in the Philippines. He was a machine gun operator with the Philippine Scout under U.S. Army Forces when troops were forced to surrender in 1942 to Japanese after during a Tremont battle. Ramon Regalado was starving and sick with malaria when he stepped away from his Japanese doctors during the infamous 1942 Bataan Death March in the Philippines. Escaping a brutal treacherous timid jungle that killed hundreds of Americans and thousands of Filipinos who fought for the US during World War II. They encountered a farmer who cared for them, but only Regalado knew. Afterward, he joined a guerrilla resistance movement against the Japanese and later moved to the San Francisco Bay Area to work as a valiant for the U.S. military. He really embodied the qualities of the greatest generation of love for country. Regalado died at 100 years old.